What's going on YouTube? This is Felix and this is gonna be my first review, and it's gonna be of the Real Hotel Peninsula. There's a lot of Real Hotels, but this is the Real Hotel Peninsula in Cancun. And the main reason I'm doing this review is because I actually went and looked for a lot of different sites to try to get information on what was a good all-inclusive hotel. And I couldn't find too much information, so I figured, you know what? I'm gonna do a very intense review on the Rio Peninsula Hotel in Cancun. It's gonna be my new segment, and it's gonna be called "Regret or No Regret." So, without further ado, here's my review.
So basically, as you can see here, it really is a peninsula. There's actually a couple real hotels, and one of them is right next to it, and you'll see it in the video. But this one in particular is surrounded by water, and has 5 pools. It's actually a really nice resort. So as you know, we're gonna take a quick look. One of the first pools as you walk out is a long pool. That one has indoor, or I would say underwater seating, so you could kind of sit and tan at the same time. If you look a little bit further up, there's one that's right across from it. It's long, facing the ocean. That's kind of like their infinity pool. Right behind the infinity pool, next to the right one, they have an activity pool. And you'll be able to see it right now that the camera turns around. But that infinity pool, the activity pool is basically where they have aerobics and contests and competitions for kids to play with and have fun. So there it is. You can see it. Volleyball, all types of events. So it's actually really nice pool. And then right past that one, I don't know if you saw it. You see a lot of people kind of there. That is what I would call the fun side of the pool, and that's basically has a bar built in, so you're able to sit there, drink, and everyone's basically getting hammered there all day. Um, and then there's another pool that's basically for the adults only, and we'll come back and get a better view of it. But there's actually right next to that, right next to the main building, there's three little, I guess, sections for adults only, and that's where the adults stay, and they have their own pool. No one under 21 is allowed there, and you can see it right there. Those are the three. So that's the fifth pool. That one's actually very low key, not too many people there. However, the pools are huge. There's so many pools that I can't see anyone ever feeling themselves not able to get in or having fun with their kids or family, because they are pretty big pools. This right here is the concert section, and it's indoor and outdoors. Basically, first come, first serve. I'm gonna get a little bit more into that later in the video, but here's a good view of it. It's a really nice environment, and like I said, one of the nice things about it is that you don't have to pay to come into these events. You just kind of find a seat. If you get there early enough, you get good seats. Otherwise, you have to stand. And right next to that is one of the things I wanted to talk about, which most of the people go to these all-inclusive resorts is for the food and the drinking, right? So in the middle of the hotel, there's a giant buffet. They call it La Olas, and they basically open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The nice thing about that one is that you're able to walk in and out in your shorts. You don't have to have proper tires. So basically, you could be in the pool all day, go eat, go back into the pool. After a couple hours, come back and eat. But they do have other restaurants in there, but these are more high end. Like this one in particular is called Crystal. You need reservations. There's basically Crystal, Tamales, Venetian, and Kabuki, and then a steakhouse. So that's 5 high end restaurants. You can't just walk in. You need to have reservations, and you need to wear proper attire. They usually want you to wear slacks or some type of nice fitted cargo pants. Um, or jeans, not jeans, but they just don't want you coming in swimwear or dagos or tees. They won't let you in. This one here in particular is Kabuki. This is a Japanese restaurant. Have sushi, and a few Asian dishes. Like I said, the last one was Crystals. That one was more of a fusion restaurant. They also have a restaurant called Los Tamales or Tamales, which is a high-end Mexican restaurant, and one called Venetian, which is an Italian restaurant. So the restaurants are good. As far as the food goes, I would say they're maybe 4, 4.5. But I have been to resorts that are better tasting. However, the presentation is top notch. Even though I've had places that have better tasting food, this place is, I mean, immaculate, and the help and the service is great. What I do recommend to everyone is, I know that it says that tip is included. However, if you tip, you will go and enjoy your vacation a lot more. Like, for example, you start tipping in your drinker, they're going to pour more alcohol in your drinks. I went to the steakhouse a few times, and I was able to order double plates because I would tip. So I would recommend, if you want to get a little bit more for your bang, I would, drop a few dollars here and there, and it goes a long way. As far as activities go, I mean, you could rent jet skis, you could go snorkeling, you could rent a whole boat for your family to go out, or they'll take you out to a good spot to go snorkeling. So there's lots of activities. Besides those activities, they also have, games going on all day. You could go in and pick up volleyball games and soccer games, and all types of things for the family. Here's one of the shows that they had going on. Same thing. This was free. It lasted like an hour and a half. It was amazing. Great show. So overall, there's a lot of activities at the resort. You won't get bored. What I liked about this resort, and this is one of the main things I was trying to look into when I was finding information, is that it is more of a adult and family resort. What I mean by that is you don't find a lot of young kids going around puking all over the place, throwing up. It's a lot of families and so that's what I wanted to look for. I didn't want to go into a resort where I was going to have to be dealing with kids bumping all over the place and just being sloppy. So this is a very good resort. If you're older, you just want to get away and have a nice vacation, or you want to come with your kids. So overall, the resort I really liked it. Phenomenal. So my end conclusion, if I had to pick whether it's regret or no regret, I would have to say no regret. So I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope this was helpful and answered some of the questions that people would have when they're looking for a resort to pick. And once again, thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, thumbs up. I will be doing a review on one of the activities that was outside of Cancun, maybe an hour and a half drive, but it was phenomenal. So that will be coming soon. I don't have much videos on it, but what I have, I will include it in there. Thanks again. I did want to throw one final tip before I forget. One of the things that they ask you when you're booking is if you want an ocean view from your room. And what I found out once I was at the hotel is that all the views are ocean views. So if you remember the view of the actual hotel, all those windows are basically all the bedrooms. The opposite side are basically hallways. So you basically get an ocean view no matter what. And they charge a premium if you click yes for the ocean view. The only difference is that the higher up you go, the better your view is. But just want to let people know when they're choosing this hotel, as far as the ocean view or not, they all have ocean views. So save yourself a few bucks and just click no ocean view.